fitness is big business, right? So I can understand that you are feeling the pressure to go and sign up for the gym and take these classes before you start to play sports, before you start kayaking, before any type of physical activity that you want to bake into your lifestyle. If you've watched my previous videos or if you've read the book, you know that I'm very anti-running. I think running is a terrible fitness routine. It is not sustainable, and it's something that is propagated by shoe companies like Nike that want to sell you more shoes. So running, forget about running. Pretty much every morning, and that kind of just warms me up and just gets me going for my day. It gets a little bit of sun into my eyes. It gets some sun on my skin. It helps me break a sweat. If you have watched our previous videos and if you've read the book, Good Problems to Have, you know that I advocate for long-term, sustainable fitness routines that you can do for 90 years. These are critical and elemental components of a healthy, long-term, sustainable fitness routine. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Good Problems Podcast. I am your host, David Nima. I am a lawyer and lifestyle coach. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the one thing that you should absolutely perfect before you sign up for a gym membership or before you start going to the gym. So let's get right into it. Now, with the holiday seasons coming up, fitness is going to be all the rage. And most people, want to be healthy. They want to have a fit lifestyle. And one of the first things that they do is they sign up for a gym membership. Now, I am for gym memberships. I think gyms and going to the gym, lifting weights and doing heavy exercise can be very, very good for you. And it certainly can lead to a happy lifestyle because exercise is a critical component of a happy lifestyle, right? You have diet, exercise, and mindset. So exercise is certainly a critical factor to living happily. However, going to the gym before you do this one thing is ineffective, okay? You should not be lifting weights or going to the gym until you perfect this one very simple fitness routine, okay? And that is walking. Walking is one of the most kind of foundational fitness routines that you can work into your lifestyle, okay? Walking is a sustainable, long-term fitness routine. And what made me want to create this video is when I heard multiple people that were inspired by reading Good Problems to Have and otherwise inspired to get fit. And naturally, what the first thing they do is they go and sign up for a gym membership. And then a few weeks later, they tell me that, they pulled a muscle or some other type of ailment as a result of their new exercise routine, okay? And I usually ask them, what other fitness activities are you involved in addition to going to the gym? And they usually say none, okay? So I'm here to tell you that before you start lifting weights, before you start, doing other types of heavy exercise, okay? Any kind of sporting, before you start to play sports, before you start kayaking, before any type of physical activity that you want to bake into your lifestyle, you got to perfect the art and sport of walking, okay? I know that sounds simple, but it is critical. It is absolutely critical. I myself have been a member of gyms for many, many years. And some years I didn't go that much. Other years, I started to go maybe once a week, and I was starting to see some results. And then something happened when I started to go into the gym multiple times a week, and that's when I saw the most results. Okay, but what was really kind of upsetting for me was kind of driving to the gym, sitting in traffic, then pulling up to the gym and then going into the parking lot, which is filled with exhaust, right? And you're breathing in this exhaust in the parking lot, and then you walk over to the elevator, you take the elevator up to the level on which the gym is located, and now you're in this kind of sweaty kind of gym environment, right? And of course, you can still kind of do your routine and do your stretches and start lifting weights and get a good hour session in. And I think it's very, very healthy. I've done this many times. But the act of kind of being in bumper to bumper traffic, getting to the gym, kind of maybe even getting some anxiety from the traffic, and then that those exhaust fumes that I was kind of exposed to in the parking lot, and then just kind of diving right into kind of my exercise routine, I didn't like it. It wasn't great. So what I started doing is, rather than driving over to the gym, I started walking to the gym. My gym was about a mile away from my house, roughly. And, I just started walking. It would take me about 20 minutes to get there with all the little it just took me about 20 minutes to get there. And by the time I had reached the gym and I was kind of checking in, I was already kind of warmed up, okay? I was already warmed up from the walking that I was doing to the gym. Now, I don't run. If you watch my previous videos or if you've read the book, you know that I'm very anti-running. I think running is a terrible, terrible fitness routine. It is not sustainable, and it's something that is propagated by shoe companies like Nike that want to sell you more shoes. So running, forget about running. I'm talking about just basic walking, okay? So I would mostly walk to the gym, and it would take me about 20 minutes. Then I'd have maybe a 45-minute to an hour session at the gym, and then I'd walk 20 minutes back. And this was tremendously transformational for me. That walk to and from the gym not only started to kind of warm up my body and also cool down my body after my workout, but it just kind of, gave me kind of an opportunity to be alone with my thoughts, listen to some music, enjoy the outdoors and the fresh air, get some sun on my skin. And I just kind of, it really kind of transformed my gym going experience. And this is based on 20 plus years of going to the gym on and off, so to speak. But once I started walking to the gym, it just was a completely new ballgame. It was a completely new experience. And it was such a beneficial, positive change to my routine that I'm here to share it with you in this video. So don't sign up for the gym. If you're a person that doesn't have an active lifestyle right now, but you want to get active, okay, don't go and sign up for an expensive gym membership, which you may or may not go to, because whether you do go or you don't go, if you haven't perfected the sport or the art of walking for recreational purposes, then I think you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're chasing your own tail, because chances are that you're going through what's called a fad. You're basically motivated temporarily to go to the gym for a temporary period of time. Maybe it's before the holidays or after the holidays. Maybe you want to get in shape for an upcoming event, for example. But if you have watched our previous videos and if you've read the book, Good Problems to Have, you know that I advocate for long-term, sustainable fitness routines that you can do for 90 years, okay? And I am against things like yoga, for example, and Pilates, and cycling or Soul Cycle, These are all fads. I mean, you have to appreciate the juggernaut of industry that is the fitness industry. There's a lot of money in the fitness industry, right? Everything from commercials that, purport to sell you a new device to lose weight, all the way up to gym memberships. Fitness is big business, right? So I can understand that you are feeling the pressure to go and sign up for the gym and take these classes and whatnot, okay? But I'm here to tell you that, and I'm not against those classes, until you have perfected and really adopted a walking routine, okay? 45 minutes a day, even 30 minutes a day, whatever time that you can fit in to walk, just basic walking. Now, again, as you've watched previous videos, I prefer to walk not on sidewalk or pavement in general, because something about the way your foot hits the ground and the density of sidewalk pavement, it's not the best. But if that's all you got because you live in an urban area, so be it, right? I also advocate for kind of walking slightly on your toes, kind of a little bit on your tippy toes. And that kind of gives me an extra boost and balances me and kind of straightens out my back and just helps me breathe better when I go on my tippy toes a little bit while I'm walking, right? And during the walk, it's a great time to do exercises like the V exercise that I discuss in chapter 7 of the book. Other kind of breathing exercises. You can do a squat in the middle of your walk if you want to rest. Again, check out chapter 7 of the book. You can practice this kind of exercise, this finger exercise routine that's really good for your blood circulation while you're walking. So there's a lot of multitasking that you can do during a walk. I don't suggest holding a phone in your hand and text messaging while you're walking. If you want to listen to music, put the phone somewhere that you're not holding it and listen to your music during your walk. I personally prefer not to listen to music while I'm walking because I like to hear the sounds of nature, and I also like to be aware of my surroundings while I'm taking a walk. But you do you. The purpose of this video is to encourage you to practice walking before you go head first into a heavy-duty gym membership and a heavy-duty exercise routine. And the reason for that is because, again, walking is a sustainable, long-term fitness routine that you absolutely should work into your lifestyle and adopt it and practice it for decades on end. Okay, it's tremendously beneficial for you. It's a very, very good exercise routine. And for purposes of the gym, it's a great warm-up and cool-down that can happen before and after your heavy lifting and kind of the weightlifting or whatever it is that you like to do at the gym. Now, I understand that some people, you're not able to walk to your gym. In that case, what I would recommend is, drive over to the gym or get to the gym however you can, and then go for a walk around the block a few times before you actually enter the gym and start doing your heavy lifting fitness routine, okay? But however you can do it, I mean, the best thing for me personally, I like to go on a nice walk pretty much every morning, and that kind of just warms me up and just gets me going for my day. It gets a little bit of sun into my eyes. It gets some sun on my skin. It helps me break a sweat. And then I might do some workouts, some more weightlifting and other types of more heavy-duty fitness exercises after my walk. But what I'm not going to do is start lifting weights, before doing a walk or in lieu of a walk, okay? Walking. You gotta get that into your routine and start to walk more often and have that to be the baseline fitness regimen that you practice. Then beyond that, whatever you like to do, go ahead and do. You like jumping rope, jump rope. You like yoga, do yoga. You like lifting weights, lift weights. There's a lot of things that you can do on top of walking. But if you're doing those things without walking, you're basically setting yourself up for disappointment because you may pull a muscle or you're otherwise adopting an exercise routine that requires you to drive over to the gym, pay hundreds of dollars per month for the gym membership, and just kind of be exposed to those exhaust fumes and again, what I consider a non-sustainable long-term fitness routine. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get some comments that, there are people out there that have been going to the gym for decades and they're very healthy, and I say more power to them. And of course, there are treadmills at the gym where you can kind of start to do your walking. But I personally, assuming your area is safe for walking, I like to walk outdoors. I prefer to walk outdoors. However you do it, walking without a cell phone in your hand, practicing your breathing exercises, practicing balance, practicing your affirmations during the walk, enjoying nature, getting some sun on your skin and into your eyes. These are critical and elemental components of a healthy, long-term, sustainable fitness routine. And again, on top of that, whatever you want to add on to it, like swimming or, sword fighting or whatever type of activity that you like, rugby and any kind of sport like basketball that you want to play, be my guest. Go ahead and do those things. But you gotta practice and be a regular walker. You gotta walk. It is tremendously beneficial. Do your own research on the benefits of going for a walk and adopt that into your fitness routine before you sign up for the gym. Thanks for tuning in. This is David Nima, lawyer and lifestyle coach, author of the book, Good Problems to Have. Make sure to like and subscribe at GPH Lifestyle on YouTube and Instagram, and I'll see you all in the next video.